So I'm going to talk in today's like voice recording. I'm going to talk about what self-help content creators or self-improvement or self-development content creators fail to tell their viewers. Now, I think this is very degenerate behavior because the first thing to actually change your behavior is not by changing your habits, because that's easy. You can think of something, you can do it. Okay, maybe not that easy, but you get what I mean, right? But the first thing that one should do if they decide to change their life from that second is elimination. It's about your environment. See, the reason why you are like this right now is mainly because of your environment. It's because of your friends who tell you that life is too short, so you can do every social and like unacceptable thing there is. Your mind has the power to change. It's called neuroplasticity. And if you understand this concept, you can really transform your life because our mind is plastic. You can make it however you want. You can even destroy it because our mind is plastic and you will believe anything and everything. That's why when you tell yourself something positive, it'll either believe it or it'll reject it. But it will believe it because you have three states of mind. You're conscious, you're subconscious, and you're unconscious. Now, the reason you are like this is because you've been told the same damn thing and you're around the same friend group and you're fucking doing the same drugs and bad habits, right? The first thing you need to change is your source of influence, which comes from your peers, which comes from social media, which comes from the things you watch.
They got your ass on camera.
Niggas ain't got me on no fucking camera.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K. How did they get you at 4K?
That ain't me.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Your friends have the ability to transform or change your life. If you're around people who have good influence, you will become the good influence yourself. If you're around drug addicts and rapists, more or less you want to become like them because our mind is like that. It's like wherever you're exposed to, right? Wherever you're exposed to that particular place, you will become like that. It doesn't matter if your genetics is messed up. Your environment is more dominant than your genetic traits. Okay. And that's just a fact because you cannot disagree with the fact that genetics is like, oh my gosh, guys. No, no. The reason why you're addicted to when you play video games and you do all this is because you've been in an environment that is more dominant to video games and shit. Of course, people will study and shit like that, and so will you, but you're still playing video games and being like the rest because your mind is conditioned in that way that since everybody plays video games, then I will too. Come on, man. So the first thing if you want to change your life is to change your environment. And I'll tell you exactly how to do that. The first thing you need to do is to change your social influence. This comes from your friends mainly, not even from social media, from friends. So I want you to think of it. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what kind of friends you should delete from your life, but I will tell you one thing for sure. You know it. You know what kind of friends giving you that feeling of weirdness. You know that one friend is like really ruining you, right? So I want you to block their ass. And I want some excuse like, oh my gosh, that'll hurt their feelings. Bro, you want to change your life, then you have to take steps, man. There's nobody going to save you. And if you expect somebody to save you, man, like that's just weak. That's just estrogenic. So the first thing which you have to do is remove your friends which are bad to you, which don't teach you good. For example, if I have a business friend and he motivates me or influences me to start a business, that's good influence. But if some weak, degenerate person, it could be male or female, it doesn't matter. Okay. So if that person tells me, oh my gosh, life is too short, so let's fuck bitches and send nudes to other people, no. Just block them, just delete their fucking thing, just don't get involved. Okay, so the next thing is your influences from social media. Now, social media can literally change your life. It changed mine for sure because I started watching Hamza and I'm Hamza's disciple, right? So let me tell you this right now, okay? that if you just like switch your influences, like for example, if you like money, then you could get influenced by a good businessman, not Andrew Tate, because he's misogynistic. He'll give you the wrong idea. Okay, so that's cover up. Let's just say you change your friends. You got new friends, you got a new circle, you got new influences, right? So what about the thing with your parents? What if they're a bad set of motivation, right? Then in that case you can't change it. Or maybe you can by moving out, but in nine out of 10 times you cannot do that. So in that case, you can change your mindset. So the things you can control, do it immediately. But the things you cannot control, well, you should just ditch them, bro. You should just like forget. You should just understand and realize that you cannot control it, accept it, and move on and change your mindset. That's how you should. So, for example, if I'm in an abusive household, I can do something about the household and as well as change my mindset. For example, oh, I'm gonna be here only for some time, so who cares? You know, have that who cares mindset. Like that's how you shine. Okay, let's just say you did these three things. Now it comes to the habits, right? Now you do the meditation, now you do the gratitude, now you do the journaling. That's how you change your life. That's it. That's it. And make sure to have plans, because if you don't have goals, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So make sure to like have some goals in mind, have some like future plans and think about the future. I want to hear some degenerate red pill BS like advice talking about some, oh my gosh, dude, if you look at the future, then it's no use. Shut the fuck up, bro. Anyways, that's how you fix your life. Which no self-help, all the self-help content I watched, right? I have never stumbled across this advice, and it should be more like, you know, exposed to the viewers, but it's not. But I'm here to tell you that, okay? So yeah, yes, guys, yeah, peace out.